the end of Tuesday. It's after 10:30. I am totally frazzled. I've been writing service for this car for 9 hours. He wanted estimates on absolutely everything. So I have now written estimates to turn this into a Concours car. It's 140 services, and combined with the other services that I have written today, of which there have been plenty on an M6, two M6s, actually both factory manuals, this M235, this car, and this car, I've written like $68,000 worth of service. So let's hope people bite on that. But in the meantime, I'm fried. I'm totally frazzled. Looking at a screen, it's over 120 services for this car alone. And once you get about 30 or 40 in ShopMonkey, you start to see huge delays in the system. I've tried Chrome, I've tried Safari, I've tried a PC. ShopMonkey just can't handle having that many services in a work order. They're used to people coming in for brakes and an oil change, not a complete restoration of a vehicle where services are sold a la carte. You want to change the diff bushings? That's like 5 services. We got to remove the exhaust, the drive shaft, differential, lower the subframe, change the bushings. It's a lot of work. So I got to keep tonight short. I'm falling behind on these again, and I'm just running myself into the ground trying to keep up with things here. It is pouring down rain outside on and off. This car was clean yesterday, but I can't hold 9 or 10 cars in here and work on them at the same time. So that's what has to happen. This thing, the work scope has increased to engine oil change, front diff fluid change, rear diff fluid change, transmission fluid change, transfer case fluid change. So we got all of that stuff coming in tomorrow. He wants it by Friday, so we're going to do everything possible to get that done. We're hung up here on a little broken plastic pipe that hopefully the one I've ordered from an M62 guide is going to be the one that works. It's that little oil feed thing that goes in here. It's a snafu. That's an M60 piece already modified for the S62. You can't buy the S62 piece. There's no updates there. So we just have to be patient and hopeful that that'll work. Blue car was outside this morning in some light rain, and then we find that the carpets are all wet inside. So the door vapor barrier on the front right door failed and pretty much filled everything with water. It didn't get through the carpeting because it has that layer on the bottom of it, but the carpeting's wet. So we've been working on that. We've got a product in there right now to absorb moisture overnight. The vapor barrier's been resealed. Update on this one regarding the MDM. I was totally lost for that, so I just threw Alan at it. I said, tear this car apart, compare all the wirings and pin assignments for anything in that circuit. He did that. Everything's fine. Then we start switching modules. He did that. This car's identical to that one. That one works, this one doesn't, so it must be a coding issue. So we start swapping modules and clusters and stuff around. Did the SCM first, and no difference. So I'm thinking this has to be a physical problem. So I had him pull the dash apart and pull out this switch cluster with the MDM button and move it in here, and it worked. So you do have to change the switch cluster on the left side to the MDM one on this car, but not other ones. Go figure. I've not done that on other LCI E60 M5s during the conversion, and you can use the TPMS button to activate MDM. This car, and I guess this one too, because it didn't work before I changed the button, but he wanted the button anyways. These two, you need the switch. So another few $100 and 3 weeks from Germany. I've got to get out of here, get some smooth jazz and a heated seat going, and just crash when I get home. Get something to eat in bed and get some rest. Tomorrow's hump day. I'll talk to you guys then.